I'm like a ninja. See that shit? Wow. See that shit live? See my lightning move on that shit? I could catch a fly right out of the air. Let me just share the video. Hold on a second. Share. 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 Here. Join me. Baba Booey. Baba Booey. Q's new highs. Just need 2 more points to go. Oh, look at that. It's broken. You're going to hear me in stereo. Stereo, cheerio. Yeah, so you're saying we got a shot. Good morning. How you doing? What's up, y'all? So now you get it, right? What's our one loss for the day? Anybody have one loss? My one loss is very, very specific. I have one loss that I'm on. I have one loss for today, just one loss. And what is that one loss? Buying calls on a Friday for option expiration for today. The chances of making money on that trade are 0. Let's never do that again. All right, we're 0 for 100. Just to keep proving the point, again, it's $620 that I'm going to never get my money back unless the Qs go up another 3 points from here, which we got a shot now. We got 3 hours left. Maybe the Qs rally 3. Don't do the trade. My friends, we have a trade that works almost every time it shows up. And here's the best part about today. Let me reenact. I'm going to pantomime how to trade. This is me Friday afternoon watching NNOX go down. Fuck. I can't believe I bought November calls on this thing. I can't believe I own this stock. Oh, now they're reacting. They release news on a Friday? How shady. Worst thing you could do is see news come out on your stock on a Friday afternoon because they're trying to like hide something. But there really wasn't any news. It was a reiteration of the offering on NNOX. So I'm already disappointed that I own the stock, right? I'm already disappointed that I bought the November $15 calls in the money. I'm disappointed because I was up 65% on those options right before the close. I could have taken the money because normally that's what I do. All right, cool. So you come in. The first thing I thought we would see today was NNOX at 1385. And it was at 1450. I'm already happy because 1385 is where it came from on Friday. Cool. Then it breaks VWAP and pops 30 cents for a payday. And then it goes back down and tests the lows of the day. And it never broke. And then it went back over the VWAP at 1485 where we bought it again. And now it went green. So now you got yourself a 1-minute multi-day VWAP reversal. And I'm told those trades really work out well. So now you've got a 1-minute multi-day VWAP. Sorry, I don't know if it was the multi-day. Yeah, it was 1-minute multi-day VWAP reversal on NNOX. Check mark of the Lord. Every chart pattern that we love on a stock that we were hoping to buy cheaper on Thursday and Friday. And here it is. So let me reenact how you make money as a trader. Wow, I really thought the stock would be going down today. Ooh, it's going up. Buy it. Welcome to trading. In that moment right there makes you a good trader because now you're trading what the stock is doing, not what you think. Because thinking doesn't work. Rational thought doesn't work. The market's completely disconnected from reality and has been since, I would say, 1982, where the computers subtly took over. Remember, the crash of 87 was a computer glitch, just like every other glitch, right? So the market now is completely, so since the QEs, since '08 was, the market still had some sort of semblance or resemblance or connection to fundamentals and economic data and let's call it reality. But after the market crashed in '08 and the government legitimately took over the stock market and the banking sector, capitalism died in '08, and any last inkling of the market reflecting reality is gone. So now you just trade price because you know that it doesn't reflect reality. You know that it's all about price. We trade the number one price indicator, volume weighted average price. How could you fuck this up? I'll tell you how to fuck it up by taking trades on a Friday for what you think is going to happen on Monday. Nobody can do that. And everything pointed to a strong day. And again, it's not a bad day. But when you buy an option on a Friday, a disintegrating product over the weekend, you've already been ripped off because you're buying something on a Friday that's going to be less money on Monday, no matter what you do. If you bought the 325s on the QQQ like I did, hoping for a big gap today, right? And you paid 50 cents. If the market would have opened up at the same exact price where we bought the 325s, they would have still been worth 20 cents today because you're losing Saturday, Sunday, and now we only have 5 hours or 7 hours for it to happen. Or never do that trade again because it doesn't work. So the way you survive as a trader, right, is you find something that works. Bing, we got that. We got something that works. VWAP reversals on gaps works, works, works even better on stocks that you thought would be going down today, like NNOX, like the Qs, ENVX, Carvana, DraftKings, right? So all the stocks we talked about on Friday, none of those had to be held. So you don't need to own stocks. You don't need to swing trade. And you certainly should never buy an option. I promise you right now, right? Yeah, that guy, at least you were doing the right thing. I promise you, I will never do that ever again, no matter what. Even if I was told by the powers that be, whoever those powers might be, we're definitely gapping up on Monday. I'm not buying options on a Friday for Monday expiration. Hasn't worked yet. Probably will never work. I'm not going to try anymore. See, and that's why when I'm in the rooms, right? When I'm in the rooms, when I'm in the chat rooms or I'm on YouTube or I'm doing any broadcast, if you listen to what I say, right? When you get through the hooting and hollering, if we're in a name or whatever we're talking, at the end of the day, at the end of every sentence, it says, or don't do that, I say, or don't do that because you don't have an advantage, or don't do that. NNOX, right? There's a big difference between what I did with NNOX. Are you kidding me? The AI stocks are ripping again. Big difference what I did about DraftKings and NNOX. NNOX, I didn't want to have to worry about one day. I think the stock's going to 31. I'm buying $15 calls for November. Way out there. So if the stock was down $1.50 today, those options wouldn't even be moving that much. But if you bought a 1750, let's say on NNOX that expired this Friday, and you bought them and the stock was down 2 points. So when you woke up, your option's down 80%. Or don't do that. And you come in today, hey, man, I thought this NNOX was going to be beat up today. So did I. Hey, it's going up. Buy it. You could have bought anything that we bought last week. You could have bought all of it today cheaper, except the stock. We bought the stock at 13.85 and never got the 13.85 today. But you could have bought the $15 November calls cheaper. You could have bought the May 1750s. I think people were playing. Let me make sure that's the right one I was talking about. NOX 1750s for May. Pretty good buy. 300. We got them at 90. They're $1.75 right now. Not bad. That's the short-term play. Just day trading it. I still have the Novembers. Same thing with DraftKings. I think DraftKings is going to 32.50. So I went out and bought August 27.50s. I'm not worried about those. Those I can buy on a Friday because I got 102 days left. But when you buy something on a Friday that expires on a Monday, you're already lost. You've already lost unless you get some sort of miracle move. And how often does the miracles happen? But go back to what I just said. Or don't do any of that. You came in today, hey, ENVX, breaking VWAP, just held 1250. I'm in. Hey, NNOX. I thought the stock would be getting smoked today. It just held prior VWAP and broke VWAP. I'm in. Hey, Qs. Right? I told you we weren't going to be down. You just had to wait. And you should still be long the Qs. It's the most boring trade ever, but once it broke 321.85, where'd it go? 322, 321.85. Look where it pulled back to. That one pullback. Got to, tried to shake you out, and that was the best move of the day. Because remember, the shakeout, fake out, shakeout, breakout. Market's not going down. Ever. Until it does. When we start breaking 5-day VWAPs on the downside with increasing volume, then the game will change. Right now, it's the same day until that day stops working. So going back to the original thing that I was saying, you come in today. Let's say you came in and you said to yourself, man, good thing I didn't buy those Qs. Now I can. Right. Good thing I didn't buy that NNOX. Now I can. Yeah, good thing I didn't buy that DraftKings. Well, now I can. I'd still rather be a day trader than anything because you have control, right? You didn't buy Apple on Friday. Stock was down 2 points this morning. Now you could buy it. So this market's just going round and round and round and round with a slight upward bias, but we're still going round and round enough where you're getting a chance to buy the dip. We're going around and around with a slight upward bias, and eventually they'll pull the rug and we'll find some new support. And if that support doesn't hold, maybe we will sell off. Maybe there is a recession coming. Maybe we're all going to die. But there's nothing I could do about that. I'm not going to position myself with this idea that we may crash. That's how I blew myself up 10 years ago. I'm not going to fall for that bit. Now I'm just going to do what works and take the 30 years of me doing this and use that knowledge. And really, what is that knowledge of 30 years? It's me getting beat. It's 30 years of me getting my ass kicked. It's 30 years of doing everything wrong, and I still did. It's no joke. $662 out the window because I wanted to stay long those Qs over the weekend. That's $662. Never going to get that money back. I chose to do that trade, even though I knew there was a really good chance of it not working because I haven't hit one yet. Because buying options on a Friday with Monday expiration is a losing game. And we all know that now, right? We know it now. Now you know it. Don't ever do that trade ever again, no matter what. No matter what. So now you see, and guys, have you seen my commercial? It's terrible. It's terrible. I couldn't even sit through it. I'm reading off the teleprompter with the jacket on. Have you seen it yet? Oh my God. See, this is where the communication happens right here, not in fake commercials with teleprompters, but these moments, this is where it comes together for the trader, whether or not you want to hang with me. These are the educational moments. So going back to that trade, if you just stop doing the things that don't work, think about all that money that you're going to save. And now you're just concentrating on what does work. You've just become 3 times as good, maybe 4 times. So if you square the root times 2, that equals that plus the 2 factor of 2, you've gotten 8 times better just because of those 2 things. Stop doing what works, stop doing what works, only do what works. Now you've gotten 16 times better just because you've gotten 8 times better. You understand what I'm saying? That's what I'm being real for a sec. Just I'm not joking. Think about the cost of you doing those things. Just the money is the end product, but you've wasted time you're never getting back. And you've also wasted opportunity because with your dumb trade over the weekend, you've taken your money away from other better opportunities. So it's a lose, lose, lose. Stop doing it. So now you understand why when I see people doing these infomercials and these commercials and these services and all this other bullshit where there's a guy going, "Hey, I've got a track record of 98% where I could buy options on a Tuesday because I know where they're going to be on a Wednesday." That's impossible. I know what I'm doing. I've made it. It's been 30 years. I'm pretty sure I've made it. I might not be the best trader. I'm certainly not making the most money, but I certainly know what works and what doesn't work. I've proven it over and over again. So when I see somebody talking about a 98% track record buying options on a Tuesday for Friday or better, he buys them on a Tuesday for this Friday and the following Friday. He calls it the TFF strategy. It should be to fuck yourself, to TFY strategy. He's buying options on Tuesday because he knows where they're going to be this Friday and next Friday. Jim Fink, go Google him. That's what he claims that he could do. I'm proving it's impossible, and I know what I'm doing. And that's why I despise this industry, that other people can get away with that bullshit and throw that crap out there. And all I'm trying to do is, hey, I got my members into NNOX today. Well, no, you didn't. Well, if you didn't declare the price you're buying it at, and if at least 30% of the people didn't do it, if you didn't give a target on the way in, out, left, right, or center, then it really didn't happen. No, I'm pretty sure it did. I'm pretty sure NNOX worked out pretty well today. And the fact that we're in the calls from last week, there's no denying that. Anyway, I really, really hate this industry. And that's kind of why I do what I do. This, speaking the truth of the realities of trading. Why was Thursday the worst day of my year? Because I chose to make it the worst day of my year by buying 10,000 share blocks of PAC W when the stock was in a downtrend. I'm an idiot. Buying 10,000 share blocks of DPST when it was in a downtrend, trying to pick a bottom. I'm a schmuck. Self-sabotage. I'm good at it. And then the next day, I was super bullish. And what do? I don't take any size. Did I buy 500 contracts on the Qs when I was pretty damn convinced it was going to 2250? No. And those are the mistakes. I can afford to make many, many mistakes. If you're just beginning this, you can't afford to make the mistakes. So don't make the mistakes. Don't do those trades. Don't do call spreads ever. Call spreads are the worst trade in the business. It's a lose, 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 lose situation. There is no winning because even when you win on the call spread, it's usually a loss because you're getting called out at a price you probably don't want to get out at. Or do what we do here. See the money take the money, treat it like a job, and cash out at the end of the day and do something else. Do something else with your time. By the way, if anybody's still out there, I'm gonna hire one more person before May is up. I need a new employee. So if anybody wants to take a step up and you think you could work for me, I'm the most unfriendly person to work for. I will say things to you that shouldn't be said to any other human being. I will tear you apart and I will spit on you and I will curse your name and your family's name. But if you could take that, send me your resume because I'll show you how to make money. Just don't fuck up. That's all I ask you. I'm giving you a simple job. Here's the trade. Here's the stocks I want you to watch. If this happens, do the trade. You know what I want you to do. If you buy it here, you sell some here and sell some here and put a stop here. That's what you do. Either I have people that are too afraid or too courageous. People that want to go out on their own and not even listen to me. I still have not yet found, and I think it's going to be my son, because him I'll beat physically if he doesn't listen to me. But I'm sitting here, I got 9 accounts. Let me see, I got wife's account, 2 wife's account, my account is 3. Options account 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I've got 11 accounts. Used to have 16 accounts. 3 of the accounts just sit there, and I just have they're sitting in cash and short strangles on the queues. I've got liquidity. All I need is somebody to push the buttons because logistically I can't do it all myself. If I'm trading, and I'm in my 2 names and I want to be in the third, logistically, it's still tough for me to trade 3, 4, 5 positions at once. It's easier when they're rocking like NNOX and I could just put a stop on my options. But I'd like to be able to help. I'm in a position where I can help you. And I know it sounds funny, but help me, help you, help me. It's a win-win-win. I can teach you how to trade. You can use my money. But if you don't listen to me, there needs to be consequences, real consequences. I haven't had to pay anybody because everybody stinks. 20%, 20% of profits. You don't even have any worried about it. Don't lose money. The ultimate payday would be give you $5,000 and you just go on your own and turn yourself into a real trader and then make a video on YouTube and just say, I used to be an ignorant schmuck until I met Kenny. And then I realized what an ignorant schmuck really looks like. And that's not me. I'd like you to go on your own. That's the ultimate goal. You don't want to work for me when you figure shit out on your own and you're starting to do 500 a day on your own. Why would you pay me? Pay yourself. Inevitably, I'm going to have my son and 2 of his friends working for me. By the way, where's my hat guy? I didn't get the email. Oh, you sent it to info. Oh, yeah. Send it directly to me. Send it to thewarlock@hitthebid.com. Hey, by the way, Fazoon 13, are you out there? I'm coming to Brooklyn. You want that lighting kit? It's yours. I've been trying to get this guy this light kit for about a year now. I'm coming out of my house tomorrow. I'll be downtown Brooklyn if you can meet me. I'm serious. I really would like to get you this light. You probably think I'm some sort of I don't know what the word is. I wouldn't be an Indian giver because I haven't given it to anything. I'm not talking shit. I got all this stuff in my house that I don't use. I have some stuff. Anybody in the business? I've got a professional lighting kit. I've got professional stage equipment. I got professional boom mics. I got these crazy tripods to hang boom mics. If anybody you know is in the industry, I got like $5,000, $10,000 worth of equipment. I'm not giving it away. Some of the stuff I'd give away, but if anybody's in the business, I got I got a what's it called? Curtain. I paid 2 grand for this curtain because we partitioned my old office, so I bought like a curtain set. We put a curtain in between us. I wound up spending like $3,000 on the setup, the curtain, and the metal stilts. I'll sell it for $500. Just somebody take this from me. Anybody in the biz? I spent so much money on all this equipment. I can't just give it away, and I'm not going to throw it out. I don't know what to do with it. Anyway, hell yeah! I was just going to get my Jets tickets. Todd, I'm in. Yo, I'm in. I'm in. Can you got room for my boy? If my son's here, then I'd usually take him. But if he's not here, my buddy Aaron, we've been long suffering fans since the 5th grade. Yeah, yo, email me. I'll meet you there, baby. Hell yeah, I'm there every year. It's the first. We always have hope on day one. I don't even want to talk about it. I will not buy a Rodgers. No, I still wear my Sanchez jersey. It's either Sanchez or Joe Namath. I got a Klecko. I got a Klecko jersey somewhere. I don't even know where it is, but yeah, since I got my Leon Washington jersey, I stopped buying. Remember Leon Washington? What was his name, right? No, not Leon. Who's the guy? We had a guy who used to run. He was a kick returner. Was it Leon Washington? I still rock my Sanchez jersey. It's good luck. It's for last time they were in the playoffs. Wow. By the way, NNOX 1750. Oh, look. So anyway, if anybody's not in NNOX yet, I'm gonna tell you what to do. And I know up another 230 today, hard to want to keep buying it, right? Buy it. I'm selling the November 15s. I sold November 15s 420, 480, 5. I'm the high printed 5. I'm not selling anymore, but I want to just lock into this profit, but there are no good options. There's no good options on options. Like if the 2250s were like $3, maybe, but I don't know. These options are just freaking so out of price. They're so out of whack because the stock's got potential to go up 100% from here still. I think we're going to $31. But it's so hard to buy options on this stock. That's why I've been going in the money. So if you even go, yeah. So if you go back to, yeah, it's still the Novembers. The Novembers are still the relatively cheap one. The November 15s. I'm just gonna stick with again. I hate owning stocks, but these options are so freaking expensive. I hope that if NNOX gets a little bit more active, they'll start making weeklies. Because if this had weekly options today, we'd be in the 15s and we'd be up 300% probably on these. But again, let's go back to the moral of the story here. The moral of the story, I have one big loss today. Not big, relatively big. And it's because of the overnight. No other trades were losses today. Zero losses. And that's the point. If you only take the trade, and I'm not saying they all work. By the way, I'm back in CDLX today. Look at CDLX, right? See, this one we avoided. We didn't hold the call spread into the earnings report because I didn't feel good enough about it. Next thing you know, we're buying the stock right back to where it all started, 585, and it worked again today. But NNOX, if you look at the chart on NNOX, right, the next target is 1830. You break 1830, which it kind of looks like it's going there right now. I can't believe it. 1830, your next area is 1950. And when you get through 1950, you're talking a whole different stock now. You're talking about a stock that just recouped a year's worth of a downtrend in 5 days. Usually you get a sell-off. So it is hard to keep pounding the table here at 1750. We were just buying this thing at 985 the other day. Normally I'm done by now completely. Usually I'm out of the stock. I'm like, oh, okay, 1750. This all right, I'm done. And then we watch it, and then I watch it go to 30 without me. Not this time. This time I bought longer dated options because I was planning to hold it onto them. Still paid for this with the short-term gain today. Bought the stock at 1485. Sold it at 1512, 1525, 1550. By 1550, I'm already done with the day trade. Now the stock's up 2 points. I never should have sold the stock, blah, blah, blah. That's why I'm in the calls too. But nobody should be surprised to see this stock pull back 2 points tomorrow, even. Kind of wanted to pull back. I'd like to buy some better, some cheaper options. But also with this name, I did what I did with ENVX, and I still like this right now. I went out to the Januaries, right? Oh, I didn't get them. No, I didn't get them. I was trying to say, oh, no, wait, I did get them. January 5s for 50 cents. I think that is me. I don't think that's me. I didn't get them done. So I'm selling it. I'm looking at NNOX as obviously I think the stock's going up 100% from here. So I definitely think it's going to be above $5 come January. So I was trying to sell some fives. You know what I'm going to do? The 250s for January. Let me see if anybody wants to buy these from me. January 250s for 40 cents. Just throwing it out there just to see if anybody's hits the offer for some reason. Yeah, that's me. I'm the offer. But yeah, the only trade not working today is the overnight, the QQQ overnight, because we didn't get the big gap. But if you bought the dip, you paid for the mistake. Carvana under 10? Yeah, let's see. Where is it now? That was a pleasant surprise today, right? Actually, you're right here. I'd sell right at 1053. 1053, 1023, and 1007 are your stops. But I would sell some right there. If it breaks that price, you're right at a price where I would put a stop, 1057, right underneath, right there. But I gotta tell you something about NNOX. My email, thewarlock@hitthebid.com. Hey, did I tell you about you guys want to hang out? Anybody in New York next Tuesday? Grateful Dead in the Park. Steve Leisman, Stella Blues Band. Steve Leisman is in a Dead cover band, and they do charity events in the park. Josh Brown will be there. We could beat up on Josh Brown for the Well, actually, we should compliment Josh Brown for his bottom. The Josh Brown bottom. It's almost a year later. The Josh Brown bottom. Yeah, so if you're in the city next Tuesday, 3:30 Central Park, look for a guy wearing a Grateful Dead t-shirt. That'll be me. Now I'll be playing Frisbee right to there's the park section. You'll know when you're there. I think we might have to short the queues. What'd you guys just do? Oh, the 2 o'clock fucking. What happened? Well, the chance of the Q's going up 4 points from here is becoming less. There's less and less chance of that happening. Oh shit! What happened? I'm short the Q's now. What happened? Why am I short the Q's? Why am I shorting the Q's? Why are the Q's ripping down? I just got short the Q's. Why? Why am I even in this trade? I don't know. Cover. Oh shit! I covered it. 322.43. Boom! Live trading right there. You see how I trade? Why am I even doing this trade? I don't know. Short them. I don't know. They go down 50 cents. I don't know. Cover them. Hey, there you go. Have a nice day. What the hell just happened? See, that's how you make money as a trader. Don't think. They just broke they broke the 75. I didn't think you'd see 32.75. You broke the 64. 64 got you to the VWAP. The VWAP was the 43. Cover at the 43. I probably shouldn't have covered them all because the market's tanking now. What the hell just happened? What the hell just happened? Oh, look at that. Where did that come from? No, seriously. What the? I mean, wow. I mean, I'm glad that happened while I was on the air. Hey, send me an email. Yeah. We got an algo guy who wants to try to sit with me and pick my brain and build an algo around VWAP. Many have tried, many have died. Wow, the Qs just got right back to the spot where they pulled back to at 11:30, all in that one move. What the hell was that? Wow. Cool. So anyway, yeah, I just want to say congrats to you guys that stuck with the NNOX. Good job. Yeah, so again, let me just make sure one more time, perfectly clear. This is not the bread and butter trade. I'm glad NNOX is working on the long side. I'd rather see people buying it on the VWAP break today and make the money today. You're up at 1750, you cash out, and then you do it again tomorrow. Same thing with ENVX, same thing with the Qs, same thing with CDLX, same thing with, with every one of our trades. Like DraftKings is a better example today. DraftKings was a decent long, but now it turned into a shit trade, right? Got paid on it. Thought we were breaking 25. I'm pounding the table. Here we go. They're going to crush the shorts. The next thing you know, it rolled over and died. Went right back to the price where I bought it from, early this morning. And it's another day. I mean, not that I'm worried about my August calls, but every day that your stock sits around and does nothing, it's one day closer to expiration. I bought DraftKings 2750s on Friday for what, 250. I need a big move. What I paid 27 August 2750s on DraftKings. No. No, oh, it's the 25s for 250. That's why I'm thinking 2750. 25s for 250. I'm still up 20 cents. 25s. August 25s for 250. So I kept saying 2750 calls, and somebody said, "What the hell are you talking about?" Now I understand. I was sorry about that, by the way. Yeah, I thought I kept saying 2750 calls. I paid 250 for the 25s. So that's what 2750. Oh, I love DraftKings. I got Yankees plus 1200 yesterday. I mean, sorry, I got Indians. You want to talk about a feeling? The Yankees are up 6-0. And I get my son on the phone. I'm like, I got a feeling they're gonna blow this game today. I'm gonna take Tampa Bay plus 3.5. So I was getting 3.5 runs. Yankees were down 6-0. Sorry, it was the first home run, 6-1. I was like, there it is. There's the pivot. So I got Tampa Bay plus 3.5 at plus 280. That's what it was. So then the game is like 6 minute delayed. I didn't realize it was such a delay. I'm trying to put my bet in on the money line, and it got rejected, and I couldn't understand why, because the guy hit another scored 6-2. So then I tried to put a bet in, and it went from the money line went from plus 1,700 to plus 750. And then it went to 1,200. I got it in. I love live betting. It's just so much fun. So that QQQ trade, huh? So that happened. I think it basically went right back to VWAP and held. Yeah, more or less. Look at that. It's above where I covered it now. I'm feeling pretty good about myself. That was wild. All right, on that note, no more overnights, no more Friday options, no more Monday options. NNOX, new highs. When I have a winner, it usually is this kind of a trade where I didn't buy enough of it and it just keeps on going. See, now I can't do anything. I don't want to buy more here, and I can't sell any more of it because then I'll have nothing left. I thought you'd get a pullback. Man. All right, people, be careful. NNOX, we're actually due for a pullback. As much as I love this stock in the last 5 or 6 days, I mean, that dollar pullback's coming again. It seems to always have a dollar pullback late in the day, but we're getting late in the day. All right. Peace, brothers and sisters. Good luck. Be careful. Oh, we made it through April without an 80% crash. Can we start? Can you guys join? Oh, by the way, if you're not on my Twitter page or StockTwits, please join me. And when I'm ripping on somebody, join me. Join me on ripping on these people. These people need the rich dad, poor dad guy needs to be exposed. He's a fraud. He wrote one book, and his company went out of business. He prides himself talking about proper business management. Meanwhile, his company went out of business. Rich Dad Poor Dad's a hack. And he was calling for the last year and a half for the market to crash April 2023. I guess not. I'm Hit the Bid Radio. Hit the Bid Radio. Because somebody took Hit the Bid. They have 3 followers. They wouldn't give me the name. Hit the Bid Radio on Twitter, StockTwits. StockTwits is where I usually post, and it goes to Twitter. But when I'm fighting with somebody, join me. It's fun. That's what the internet's all about. Anonymous hate posts, right? NNOX to 1830. It's really going to go there today? Damn. All right, congrats. Don't say I never did anything for you. Later. Oh, by the way, like and subscribe, and I'll do that stuff. All right, like, subscribe, help me get out of the dungeon of YouTube. Only you can help me, help you, help me, help us. See ya.